Hi, my name is Nazrul bin Hamzah. I am the first presenter.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. I'm the second presenter. My name is Muhammad Farhan bin Baharudin.
Assalamualaikum. My name Shahrizwan bin Marazi. I as a third presenter.
Assalamualaikum. My name is Muhammad Razi bin Razali and I as a fourth presenter.
Before I explain the problem of company in terms of training, let me explain the definition of training. Training is a process of teaching employees the skills to perform their job. It also a process of acquiring knowledge, developing competency skills, and adopting behavior for improved performance in current job competency and organizational performance. In terms of training ideal door company, it's clear that the employee is lack of training due to the methods taken by company is not suitable. The ideal company train their employees using the on-the-job training, or also known as OJT methods. On-the-job training is a method by which employees are given hand-on experience with instruction from their supervisor or other trainer. The method has an advantage to build good relationship with new employees. Although it is used by all types of organization, OJT is often one of the most poorly implemented training methods. Furthermore, there are three common drawbacks for this method. The first one is the lack of well-structured training environment. Second is the poor training skill on the part of managers. And lastly, the absence of well-defined job performance criteria.
Okay, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. I'm the second presenter for the HR case study. I will proceed to the next point, which is to overcome the problem in OJT method training. The expert has designed steps called the proper. What does mean proper stand for? For the letter P, stand for prepare, which is trainers should decide what employees need to be taught, decide how best to demonstrate these steps, have materials, resource and equipment to be ready. And the next letter is R. R stands for reassure. Okay, the trainer should put each employee at ease and then learn about his or her prior experience and adjust accordingly. Try to get the employee interested, relaxed and motivated them. Okay, the next letter should be O. Stand for orient. Okay, the trainer must show the correct way to do the job. Explain why it is done this way. Discuss how it relates to other jobs. Let him or her ask a lot of questions. Okay, the next letter should be P. Stand for perform. Okay, when employees are ready, let them try the job themselves. Give them an opportunity to practice the job and guide them through rough spot. Okay, then provide assistance at first, but then less or as they continue. Okay, the next letter should be E. E stands for evaluate. Okay, check the employee performance and question them on how, why, and when they should do something. Okay, the lastly should be R. R stands for reinforce and review. Okay, provide praise and encouragement and give feedback about how the employee is doing. Continue the conversation and express confidence in his or her doing job. Okay, back to the case study. The employees of that company is give the training used on the job training, but in a proper process because the employee is given by outdated manual with the outdated job description. Okay, the employee also is put on the pressure with overlap period of training. The relationship between the employee is not good because they can cooperate with other department. Okay, lastly, because of lack of training, the processing department do not know how to return up the multi-page order form. Thus, they make some improvisation by their own, and then as the result, the company will face high turnover and a poor performance. That's all from me. Thank you.
The first impact of lack training is it will lead to the poor production and stress management. If employee does not understand how to do their work efficiently, the company will suffer from the poor production result. The consequences of wasting a lot of money will be high because of the employee that cannot make the work in a proper and efficient way. Besides that, when employee get lack of training, it also will lead to the stress in management because the employee cannot do or make the work that be given, even though the management had give all the information and description to be followed by the employee. For example, the door design apartment. Designers are expected to work with the architect to design door that meet the specification, but designer invariably make mistakes such as design too much steel that can cost ideal door tens of thousands of waste dollar. Second impact, lack of training, is poor performance. When employee get lack of training, the employee does not know how to do their work that had been given. Poor performance review to the inadequate job training that can produce employee dissatisfaction. Actually, employee should know how to do their work. They should be given enough training during or before the task be given. It is to make sure that the task will be done in specific period of time and follow the description that management need. Employee will feel dissatisfaction when they cannot make their task perfectly. They will be demotivated and will affect to their poor performance. For example, the audio processing department. Azmi has a very specific and detailed way he wants the order to be written up, but most of the clerk don't understand how to actually use the multi-page order form. They simply impose when it's come to the detailed question, such as whether to clarify the customer as industrial or commercial. The third impact lack of training is increased turnover. When employee lack of training, it will affect their performance and they will either leave their job. Usually, it happens when they cannot adapt with the working environment at the organization and feel unhappy. So, they will find another way in order to satisfy their need in working and get better promotion from better organization. Sometimes people more to choose organization that can give better work environment rather than high compensation. For example, in order processing department, some of the workers find dissatisfaction in work and the company face the high turnover and poor performance of workers.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum and a very good morning. My name is Muhammad Razi bin Razali. I will explain on how the training can improve companies and employees' performance. Okay, everyone knows that training in some organization is important because it will help employees in order to increase their skills and ability. Besides that, when they are provided by training, they will face an effective training. Okay, for example, some job has a training manual person. It is mean that the training is outdated and there is no description at all on the job. When there is no description, the employee will never know what they need to do in their job. Okay. When they are provided by train, there is no need for them to learn while doing their job. Okay, for the third point, for example, new people nowadays is all on the job training. It is means that they have to learn while doing their job. Okay, when employers send them to have the training, they will never have to learn while doing their job, because when they have gained some training, they will know what they need to do in doing their job. Other than that, employees also can encourage the communication skill. When their skills communication being improved, they can talk to everyone and change their idea with others. Because sometimes when they attend some meeting, they will have to voice out their ideas, and from that, when they have a communication skills, they will know what they have to voice out their idea. Other than that, training also can create a positive work environment. When employees face training, they can also create a good environment with each other. Besides that, training can also improve the skills of ability for the employee. It will also help them to know the step of their work and also the scope of their work. Other than that, when they facing a training, it also can avoid any error in handle their work. For example, in work of technically, employee will know their job in technically, such as maintenance and so on.